Shrikant Iyengar, and I am connecting from Pune city, from Maharashtra. It would be great if you can also put in your city, you are connecting from which city in your chat box, so that I can know we are having participants from which all part of the country. In the chat box, you can just mention your city name.
Dear participants, you can drop your city name in chat box.
Yeah. It would be good if you make it interactive that way. And in the meantime, I'll just put in my presentation also, which I wanted to share with you. Okay. I guess you are able to see on your screen clearly. Great. Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let me quickly get started. Before we get into understanding the details about the franchisee requirement, what is there in store through Go Waterless, I would want to give some backdrop, and I also wanted to share that how this entire journey got started. First of all, we understand, हम सबको पता है, हम जानते हैं कि water scarcity सब जगह है, and पानी की समस्या सभी शहरों में है. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई शहर में पानी की समस्या नहीं है, कहीं कम है, कहीं ज्यादा है, कहीं बहुत ज्यादा है. बट हमको पता है कि पानी is something where even it is said that the next world war is going to be fought for water. But why so? What is the situation? What we are dealing with at this point of time? Currently, we are dealing with absolute extreme water crisis across the planet, and especially in our country, which is the second most populated country. It is in the top 2 most populated country in the world, now closing to 1.4 billion people in our country. Do you know that by 2040, just close to almost less than 2 decades from now, we will not be having any fresh water left, whether it is underground or through any reservoirs. So it is high time that we should start taking conservation of water really seriously and start saving water in the best possible way in different ways by whatever we are doing. The images what you are seeing on the screen is from our own very country. This is the situation in not only rural areas, but also in some of the urban cities. Situation is almost getting equally bad, where people are fighting for availability of water. You see how bad the situation can be. According to the report which has been released by Niti Aayog, Niti Aayog is a government undertaking. They had done a very extensive detailed research and study on the availability of fresh water for human consumption. The report, it says that India has only 4% of the world's freshwater reservoir. So fresh water means that it is readily and easily available for consumption. It is not contaminated in any way. Though there would be some amount of water which would be available underground, but to a very large extent because of land pollution also, that water also gets contaminated big time. So if you take water samples pulled out from the groundwater and if you test it in laboratory, you would see that there are traces of different types of chemicals in those water. 60 crore people undergo extreme water shortage and crisis in our country. So that's the number we are talking about, 60 crore. 60 crore is a huge number, 60 crore people. And sadly, 2 lakh people die every year due to inadequate access to safe drinking water and hygienic drinking water in our country. Now, all this is the statistics and data which has been reported through the Niti Aayog research and survey, which they had done. By the year 2040, in that decade between 2040 to 2050, 90% of the population will have no fresh water. That water will be contaminated in some way or the other. So you have to use some sophisticated filtration system even for consumption and usage of basic water. Now imagine in this situation what we are talking about. So typically when we talk about water consumption, हम water consumption की जब बात करते हैं, water consume कहाँ होता है? 2 कैटेगरी हम इसमें डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. एक कैटेगरी होता है जो जीवित चीजों के लिए है, whether it is plants or trees, crops, right, for the farming sector. And second category is for human consumption, the living beings consumption, humans, pets, animals, cattle, उनके कंजम्पशन के लिए. तो ये हो गया लिविंग बीइंग के लिए. लिविंग बीइंग के लिए पानी की जरूरत कम की जा सकती है, लेकिन इसको पूरी तरीके से स्टॉप नहीं किया जा सकता। इसको मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं, इसको एलिमिनेट नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन दूसरा जो कैटेगरी है नॉन लिविंग बीइंग के लिए, इसमें अनफॉर्चुनेटली huge amount of water gets wasted, and one of the biggest culprit in that is consumption of water only for cleaning vehicles. Now let's look at some of the number. Typically on an average, अगर आप आपकी गाड़ी कोई वॉशिंग सेंटर पे लेके जाते हैं तो वहां पे 150 से 200 लीटर पानी यूज करता है वो एक गाड़ी को क्लीन करने के लिए। और आज in our country, in India, now this statistics also is around approximately 1.5-2 years old. Now the numbers have increased further. We are talking about 23 crore vehicles on road, and each vehicle being using 150 liters of water. That is 3,450 crore liters of water per car wash for single wash. Now imagine, even if 50 times in a year, in 365 days, even if 50 times one vehicle is washed, that we are talking about huge amount of water just going on in drain for car washing. That is 1,72,500 crore liters of water. That is huge. Now, whether something can be done about this, yes, absolutely something can be done about this. Even if you assume that कि ये figure बहुत ज़्यादा है, exaggerated है, आप इसका आधा भी पकड़ लीजिए, आप इसका 1/4 भी पकड़ लीजिए, still it is staggering. Still the number is very alarming and scary. Now, this is where our concept of Go Waterless is something which got evolved. That the birth of this concept of Go Waterless as a company, as a product, as an initiative got started.
Stop washing your car with water. Do you know? According to the report of Niti Aayog, India has only 4% of fresh water available on the globe. 60 crore people in India undergo extreme water shortage. 2 lakh people die every year due to inadequate access to safe drinking water. By 2040, India will have no fresh water. It's an alarming situation. We need to act now on ways to conserve water. Do you know? Car wash is the major cause of wasting water. 150 to 200 liters of water is wasted on washing a single car. Now you could imagine the tremendous consumption of water on a car wash. This is unbelievable. When saved, this is enough water to quench thirst of every citizen in the country. Now the question arises, how can we wash our car without water? The answer is simple. Go waterless. Go Waterless is an eco-friendly solution to clean your car without the use of water. There are no chemicals added. It is completely a plant-based product and 100% environment-friendly. Now you have an alternate to water. Let's go waterless. For more details, visit www.gowaterless.in.
Well, that was a short AV about the entire concept of Go Waterless and the idea behind that, to help people understand that while washing and cleaning the car is important, but we can still do that through an innovative method by adopting something like Go Waterless. In fact, it is so innovative that our product is also very eco-friendly. It is a plant-based solution what we are using, and it is not also having any harmful chemicals. I will explain the key features of our products as we go along. So essentially, the basic premise of this entire initiative of Go Waterless is about saving and conserving water. So sensitizing people and also helping them to have an affordable solution for their cleaning of vehicles, right? So basically, this initiative is all about making people understand that they can still clean their vehicle absolutely in a much better and a much professional way by adopting our method, our approach, what we have in Go Waterless, and that too at their doorstep. Now, how this can be done? Go Waterless as an organization, we have put forth this approach of any individual or company which can come and join hands with us as franchisee partner. So any person who has this drive of becoming an entrepreneur, and while you are looking at various alternatives of and options of becoming an entrepreneur, Go Waterless is one of the most important, beautiful, and meaningful franchisee which you can have, and kickstart your entrepreneurial journey through this. So let's get into understanding what Go Waterless as a concept is all about. It all started with this gentleman, Mr. Nitin Sharma. He is our founder of Go Waterless. This is his brainchild. When a couple of years back, he got into a situation, he is from an automotive background and he runs a family business of automotive care center. While in his native town, there had been severe shortage of water. And obviously being in automotive business, when you are serving the customer, you need to ensure that the customer's vehicle is delivered, which is absolutely clean, right? After the servicing is completed. And for doing that, there had been severe shortage of water, which he had started experiencing. That's where he started thinking that this way the business continuity would get affected. And also at the same time, looking at the bigger picture, he started to think and expand his thought that if I am facing this problem, this means that for consumption of water only for car cleaning, to what extent the water gets wasted. If I am also culprit and contributing to that, to what extent the entire nation might be contributing. So that is where this idea kicked into his mind, that there has to be some innovative way which can be replaced for consumption of water for car cleaning. He started doing his research. He started even interacting with people from overseas to understand what kind of concepts and methods which are followed there. Based on the inputs he received, then he started doing certain research from his side with some of the set of people and got into the depth of trial of this concept of this product in various ways. And the product evolved from each trial. And eventually, after very detailed research and development of 2 years, this final product, this final solution called Go Waterless got developed. That is where the product got developed. And from there, this concept of Go Waterless as a service initiative, which can be provided to customer at their doorstep through a franchisee route, that came into his mind, and this got started. And we are a company as Go Waterless. We are hardly a little more than a year old. This entire revolution of Go Waterless is hardly a year old, and we are already clocking more than 60 plus franchisees in our country. And by mid of July, by second week of July, we intend to have a massive drive and event. On same day, we want to sign up more than 50 franchisees. So we are targeting 50 franchisees launch pan-India on 10th of July. That is a very important eventful day for Go Waterless as an organization. So we are aggressively working towards that. There are many potential franchisees who are already there in the pipeline for that. That's how this entire initiative got started. But what is the bigger mission, which is there in the hindsight for Go Waterless, is more than business, more than money, more than anything else, is to help save 1 trillion liters of water. Through this initiative, we want to create that footprint and impact. And a small step towards that, each of our franchisee already have reached to a level where close to around somewhere approximately on an average 70,000 liters to a lakh of liters of water each of the franchisee has already contributed towards saving. So close to 60 plus franchisees who are already operational, they have contributed to this kind of quantum of savings of water, which we have already done. What exactly is this concept of Go Waterless, and how does the car cleaning exactly happen? So basically, we have developed a very unique solution, which is eco-friendly, right? So here, what exactly happens is that this liquid has to be sprayed on the surface of the vehicle. And this liquid is something which has got high lubricity, right? And once you spray that, it needs to be wiped with a microfiber cloth on any surface of the vehicle, whether it is interior, plastic, seats, or floor mats, or painted surface, or glass, or plastic part. This is a very universal solution, very unique solution which has been developed. And what exactly happens is that once it is sprayed, the lubricity of the solution is very high. Because of that, it actually encapsulates the dirt and the dust particle, and it becomes easy to wipe off and remove. While this happens, it also leaves behind a protective layer on the surface of the body, which creates a shine. The shine is felt and visible on the vehicle surface, and it also acts as a protective layer on the painted surface. Okay, so this is the process which is being followed. Now, there is a systematic SOP which is defined. The people, the team who perform the cleaning process, they are trained, and this entire process happens at the doorstep and convenience of the customer, right? Customer has an option for going for one-time cleaning service, or they can subscribe for a monthly cleaning service also. Both the options are available for the customer. As I said earlier, the product is 100% natural. That is a USP of our product. It is an eco-friendly, 100% natural, and we use nanotechnology for making this product, right? Which uplifts the dirt from the surface so that it becomes easier to wipe off. Also, because of this, what happens is that while the cleaning processes happen, it does not leave any kind of micro scratches or swirl marks on the painted surface, and it leaves behind a protective layer. So some of the salient features of our product: it saves water. Of course, that is the biggest agenda of this entire concept. There are no chemicals. It is 100% eco-friendly. It saves the environment, saves the car body from rust or scratches. Also, it is important that people, when they use a water-based cleaning process for their vehicle, they don't realize and understand that using water, is any kind of water, wherever you are using for cleaning vehicle, water is not at all recommended. You ask any automotive expert or a surface protection expert, they will say that minimize, or even if possible, eliminate using water for cleaning the surface, because water goes and seeps into various parts, and eventually over a period of time it leads to rust and corrosion, right? So our product also saves the car from scratches, UV rays. It leaves behind a shine and makes the car to look spotless. You will see in some of the visuals, which actually would be unbelievable for you. Also, it saves the effort and time for the people who are involved in the cleaning process, the cleaning crew and staff. The time is also saved. Why? Because if you see typically how it happens in any cleaning process, if it is a water based, first water is applied, then the foam or soap solution is applied in detail, and then once again the water is sprayed across the vehicle body to remove the soap, and after that a dry wipe is done. So it is a 4-stage process. In our case, it is only 2-stage: spraying, wiping, and then final buffing. So this is only 2-stage which is involved in our process of cleaning. So this entire option, what we are talking about, is for any individual who is seriously considering an entrepreneurial journey. This is by far one of the most meaningful and value-adding franchisee partnership which one can have. Grow Waterless is growing very rapidly, and it is #1 waterless car brand today in our country. Now, the beauty of the franchisee option which we are giving is not only from a perspective of waterless car cleaning. That is just the beginning. We saw that that is only the tip of the iceberg, whereas we can go beyond waterless car cleaning and give lot many other value-adding services to all our potential customers. So in a way, we want to have a customer for lifetime. That means that all the solutions what the customer might be looking in, more or less how we can provide, and also other supplementary business verticals along with our waterless car cleaning which can be added. So in a nutshell, any individual who wants to take a franchisee from us will be having access to not only one but 10 different business options. That means for the same franchisee fees what you would be paying, you will get 10 different streams of earning or income. Each of these is a separate vertical. Let me explain. As of now, right now we have 3 verticals which are already operational. That means all our franchisees are already doing these 3 verticals and are earning very good out of these. First one is Go Waterless Car Cleaning. Second is Go Waterless Car Detailing Service. Now, detailing service is also a multi-crore industry. Today, for any detailing which a customer would be wanting to have, they would have to go to a detailing center, a detailing store. Typically, on an average, any car detailing would cost, and on an average, anything around 6,000 to 7,000. Even if it is a small hatchback like a Wagoner or even an Alto, if that detailing needs to be done in a detailing store, this would be the minimum average price or cost the customer has to pay. What we are offering is a car detailing service at customer's doorstep at less than half the price of what customer might be paying, right? And for premium cars on the upper side, if it is going for ceramic coating or PPF coating, for that kind of service, even for PPF coating for premium cars, it goes into lakhs. So that is a very, very lucrative income stream. Third very lucrative and very important income stream, especially in the current situation, what we are going through since last more than 1 year with the COVID-19 situation is the sanitization process. We follow world-class standards when we are doing sanitization service, right? So all the franchisees currently, they are fully packed with the sanitization related requirements across the country, be it hospitals, be it schools. Even we are doing social service related activities by doing free sanitization at police stations, at orphanages and places like these, right? But however, sanitization, needless to say, from a customer point of view also, we are providing sanitization services at doctor's place, at residential apartments, bungalows, bigger warehouses, factories, all these places. Soon we are going to launch, we have already done the test run of our next fourth vertical, that is Go Packaged Drinking Water. In Jammu, we have already launched Go Packaged Drinking Water, which is available in the shelf. So it is a packaged drinking water where our existing franchisees, for example, if you become a franchisee, you will be getting the authorized distributorship rights also for this. Okay. Similarly, we will be launching, we are already in discussion with various agencies and companies for the necessary strategic tie-ups for car insurance, for accidental repairs, for on-road assistance, for pest control service, home cleaning service, water tank cleaning service. These are the other verticals which are there in the pipeline, which are going to get launched very soon. Now coming back to Go Waterless car cleaning related part, what exactly it would include. So as I said that the options which the customer would be having, that customer might opt for only exterior cleaning, that is outer cleaning, which includes the outer body cleaning, polishing, tire and rim cleaning, and the polishing of that. If customer wants a one-time outer as well as interior, exterior plus interior cleaning, it would include all of these aspects which you can see on the screen, right? Interior cleaning would include vacuuming, door panels, dashboard, seat, dicky or boot, and at the end we would be doing the perfume spray and body buffing and gloss finishing also. So all these things gets covered in our exterior plus interior cleaning. Besides this, customer can opt for monthly subscription also, where we would provide alternate day exterior cleaning for the customer and twice in a month interior cleaning, right? So this is a monthly subscription where we are able to retain the customer for a lifetime. Besides this, the second vertical, as I said, that it is about micro detailing. Micro detailing would include the complete detailing, body buffing, gloss finishing, outer body cleaning, outer body polishing. Similarly for tire, for interior, vacuuming, all of these would be done in a much more detailed manner, right? So car detailing is a different science, and a process and tools which are used for detailing is different. So another very important USP of Go Waterless is the services what we provide for customers is at doorstep. Customer need not bring their vehicle to our place at our office or our store or our shop in anywhere. So this also means that from a franchisee point of view, understand that there is no major big capital which is required. There is no office which is required for you. There is no store which is required for you, right? So this is a asset light, very frugal business model. So for customer also, it makes a lot of sense. For you as a franchisee owner or franchisee partner, also it makes a lot of sense. These are some of the results of our cleaning. If you observe closely, right, the Innova which you see at the bottom, one side is cleaned by Go Waterless solution, the other side is dirty, right? Similarly, the picture adjacent to that, the rear door is cleaned by Go Waterless solution, the front door is dirty. The image on the right side which you see of the Honda and the Maruti Suzuki vehicle, those are not coming out of showroom. This is the vehicle which has been cleaned by using Go Waterless solution. Many of our customers, rather I would say most of our customers, they feel that after our cleaning service, the vehicle looks so fresh and new as if it has just come out of the showroom. That is the reason even people don't hesitate in giving the premium cars to us on a retention basis, not on one time, but on a continued basis where we perform the cleaning act. We take a lot of pride in saying that customers do reach out to us saying that we are having a lot of confidence. So please also take our premium cars. In fact, majority of our customers who have premium cars, they come to us only. You would see Mercedes SLK, you would see Mini Cooper here, BMW 7 Series, and on the top of the notch, what we have is Lamborghini Urus also. Customers who have these kind of vehicles, they trust us to that extent where they rely on our cleaning services. You can see the results. The picture talks for itself. Besides this, the sanitization part, our sanitization service includes sanitization of car, right? When I'm talking about sanitization, it is important that while most of the bacteria and virus which are airborne and surface borne, the composition what we use for sanitization, the chemical composition what we use is a food grade chemical composition. That means it can be used for cleaning vegetables and fruits also. That much safe it is. Also, that chemical composition is approved by Indian Council of Medical Research. It is approved by FDA. It is approved by WHO. It is approved by CDC. So these are all international bodies who approve this chemical composition, right? So that chemical composition is what we use, and our process is also stringent. We follow a two-stage process of sanitization, be it car or be it any residential or commercial property. Now, it is also proven that the chemical composition what we use is good enough for, and it is effective for COVID-19 virus also. So as I said that we do the commercial sanitization, the commercial sanitization, and as well as domestic sanitization. So these are some of the salient features of the sanitization service what we provide. I spoke about this. This is just, we have done the proto launch in Jammu district, and we have seen fabulous response of this also coming in. Go Water package drinking. So this is our packaged drinking water. Our current presence is in 12 states, 25 cities, and 50 plus franchisees, which are already there. This is a older slide. We are already crossing 60 now. Geographical presence in the map you can see. So geographically, we are present across central, north, extreme south, extreme west, and extreme east also. And every day, franchisees are just adding up. Now, for the franchisee, what support company will be providing? They will be providing support in terms of branding, in terms of creating awareness and sensitization for the customers, doing marketing, advertising, including social media, especially all the promotional related activities, products, and the consumables, the service kits, the training to the cleaning staff, and also training to any of your business development related staff or marketing staff is something which will be provided. Sales team support, ad material, all the creatives and the designs with respect to that. Lead generation related campaigns through Facebook's, Instagrams, and events like these, what we are doing through Franchisee Apply, we will help the existing franchises for that. We have our dedicated mobile app for customers as well as for franchisee, right? And this app, the next version, the next advanced version of the app is already in the beta version of trials, which will be launching very soon. We have our own CRM and billing softwares as well. So all this support will be provided to any new franchisees who are coming on board. Now, whether is it only we are talking, let's listen to some of the customers who had availed our service from different parts of the country. Let's listen to what they have to say for Go Waterless.
Today I'm going to share my experience of Go Waterless services, and I must appreciate all the team and the idea of Go Waterless services, and you have really lived up to the expectation, and the way you are providing the services, the way you are providing the quality is phenomenal. and I must say that I am totally satisfied with
श्रीकांत
your
जी वॉइस नहीं आ रही
services,
है
and I could really rate you as 5 out of 5 after getting.
Sorry, let me just check. Is it for everybody? You're not able to hear?
यस यस विजिबल है लेकिन जो वॉइस ऑफ वॉइस नहीं आ रही वीडियो में
Okay. Just a moment, sir. I'll play it again. You can just confirm if you are able to hear.
Today I'm going to share my experience of Go Waterless services, and I must appreciate all the team and
Is it audible?
यस यस प्लीज कंटिन्यू
Okay, thank you.
the idea of Go Waterless services, and you have really lived up to the expectation, and the way you are providing the services, the way you are providing the quality is phenomenal, and I must say that I am totally satisfied with your services, and I could really rate you as 5 out of 5 after getting my car serviced from Go Waterless. And at the same time, I would appreciate you for taking the noble and global cause of saving the water, and I wish you all the very best.
मैंने यूज़ की है गो वाटरलेस कार वॉश सर्विस और इतनी परफेक्ट क्लीनिंग विदाउट वाटर इज अमेजिंग सो चीयर्स टू गो वाटरलेस एंड माय कार इज सेफ फ्रॉम रस्ट एंड डस्ट सो चीयर्स टू गो वाटरलेस।
कार क्लीनिंग और वॉशिंग के लिए मैंने गो
श्रीकांत जी
वाटरलेस
वॉइस
सर्विस
नहीं आ
यूज़
रही है
की, जिसमें गाड़ी का इंटीरियर और एक्सटीरियर दोनों।
Oh, this second one was it audible?
नो 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 फर्स्ट वाज ऑडिबल एंड सेकंड वाज नॉट ऑडिबल
Okay.
मैंने यूज़ की है गो वाटरलेस
Now?
कार वॉश सर्विस और इतनी परफेक्ट क्लीनिंग
No.
विदाउट वाटर इज अमेजिंग।
Something wrong with sharing. I need to.
नोट इश्यू श्रीकांत जी बाकी हम आगे बढ़ते हैं ऑन प्रेजेंटेशन पे
Sure. Right. Sorry for the inconvenience.
had the opportunity.
मैंने आज अपनी कार गो
Okay. So those were the testimonials. If you can reach out to me, I would send this video separately also to you. No problem. And these are some of the media coverage where our initiative had been very widely been publicized and it has been mentioned about this entire drive of Go Waterless, how it is. And you can see us in social media. The presence is very strong. You can see the customer testimonials, feedback. You can see the experiences of our existing franchisees, how it is. And also you can see our presence of our product, how it is being used and all those things. We have our exclusive YouTube channel also. You can experience that. Right. So this is all about this initiative of business with a cause. So this is a invitation for all of you to be a part of this entire drive and contribute to the bigger cause. These are my contact details. I would come back to this, but in the meantime, let me also quickly run you through that what exactly is the franchisee option which is there. So basically we have threefold franchisee option. The first one is the 441 model. 44 stands for franchisee owned, franchisee operated. That is for tier 3 cities, which has got a population of typically 6 to 7 lakhs, lesser than that. So here, what you get, you get in levy of franchisee fee, that is 3 lakhs plus GST. You get cleaning material plus service kit, which would be billed as per the requirement. Initially, would be giving you for certain quantity. The agreement, the franchisee agreement would be for 10 years. Very importantly, here there is zero sharing of revenue and there is zero royalty, which needs to be paid. So that means once you have paid the initial fees, subsequently on an ongoing basis, 100% revenue and profits which is generated by the franchisee, it stays with you. You need not pay anything additionally to the company. Only thing which you need to pay subsequently is the consumables and materials which you use. So that would be at a discounted franchisee price, right? So you have to tell us what is the quantity which you need. Accordingly, for that much quantity is what we would provide you, and we would bill accordingly. The initial in the initial set for the franchisee fee, what all it includes 100 liters of Go Waterless cleaning solution, 2 service kits, 10,000 pamphlets, visiting cards, 2 standees for advertising, 1 signboard, auto branding flex, 25 numbers, and 1 month of digital marketing support. Besides that, the mobile application, billing, CRM software, training, all those things comes free of cost, needless to say. Similarly, sanitization kit, you will get the fumigation related machine, and also you will get a defined quantity of the fumigation and sanitization solution. This is the 441 model. Similarly, we have something called as 442, right, which is the next level for tier 2 cities, which is franchisee owned, franchisee operated. Here the franchisee fee is 4 lakhs plus GST, right? The remaining terms and conditions remain same. Now here what you get is in terms of the overall kit, initially what you get 2 months of digital marketing support, you get more quantity of pamphlets, visiting card, and also you get one canopy, right? So this is something which is in addition to 441 model. In 442 you get more of it, right? The third option is the FOCO model, which is franchisee owned, company operated. But however, this is for tier 1 cities and it is on a revenue sharing basis, right? But however, for tier 1 cities also, any individual can opt for 442 or FOCO mode. Here the franchisee fees is 7 lakhs plus GST. Agreement period is for 10 years. Here the revenue sharing is 60% and 40%. 60% of revenue what is generated stays with franchisee and 40% gets paid to the company, right? Here royalty is 0. Cleaning material, what you get is free. Marketing you get free. Service kit you get free. Training you get free. Advertising you get free. So that means you're not paying for anything. Okay. So you get nationwide branding exposure, awareness campaigns, which is run at a company level, right? Besides that, all the software and apps, you have access to it, right? So this is a one-time fees of 7 lakhs plus GST is what you pay. So basically, these are the 3 franchisee options which any individual can opt for. And this franchisee fee is what it is as of now. Recently, last month, it got revised, and maybe in a couple of months, it would further get revised going ahead. So this is what is there in store as far as the opportunity is concerned. This is what I